The House and Senate have passed property tax legislation onto the governor's desk. Legislators are calling it the most sweeping property tax reform in half a decade.
Yeah, as you said, both the House and the Senate here at the Ohio State House have passed that legislation that lawmakers say will save taxpayers about $2 billion over the next several years.
My opinion, yes. I mean, my opinion is we're being taxed beyond tax. I mean, they've got tax on taxes.
Tim Ratliff of Lancaster is on the road today, but pulled over to talk to us about taxes.
I've got a 2013 Toyota Camry I bought new. I've got 312,000 miles on it. I'd love to buy me a newer car, but if I could save some of my property tax, maybe I could invest in another car.
Do you think you're paying too much in property taxes right now?
I am. I truly believe I am.
His sentiment resonates for many homeowners across Ohio, which is why Representative David Thomas says passing this set of bills was a priority.
The biggest impact to our taxpayers is essentially the understanding that moving forward, property tax bills will not spike again like they did over the last 5 years. That's the number one impact. Your bill will not go up above inflation unless you approve new levies to do so.
The property tax reform bills had initially faced criticism from the education sector, concerned about cuts to school district budgets. Paul Imhoff of the Buckeye Association of School Administrators says he worked with legislators to come up with a compromise.
There will be no cuts to schools for the next a couple of years, but there will be cuts for property tax and for homeowners. So we again thought that was a good compromise.
Do you think that school districts are going to have to tighten their budget as a result of this?
I think that many school districts are going to have to tighten their budgets. But
he says he expects this legislation could bring more levies to voters' ballots. But legislators say they've worked to avoid budget cuts.
What are some of the things that you guys discussed that will minimize the negative impacts to the school districts and their budgets?
We are making school districts whole for House Bill 186. We're starting that cap, that limit next year in the second half bills. That will be a decrease across the state to all property owners in those districts. We're keeping the schools whole for what they're losing until their next revaluation.
And those bills have now been sent to the governor's desk. Once he gets them, he'll have 10 days to sign them and make these bills official. Reporting live at the State House, Carla Rogner, 10 TV News.